out. And finally, Brock, finally, we can say it.
Football is back.
Oh, look at that. We didn't even practice that. Wins and losses don't quite count just yet, partner. But for a lot of people, us included, we are just happy. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off from MetLife. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And leading them out in his 9th NFL season, he experienced a real resurgence last year. It's Jared Goff.
Okay, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They go play action with Goff. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Off play action, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. Leading them out in his 6th NFL season since being picked 6th overall, Daniel Jones.
Jones has had a tumultuous career. That's with a capital T, by the way, that continues to have some ups and downs. Maybe part of that's playing under the bright lights in the big city of New York. But he's had some tough outings. He's had some brilliant outings. He's had some ups. He's had some downs. But he did take a team to the playoffs, and he's got to use that experience, build off of that confidence to do it again.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Up we go.
From the shotgun, it's Jones. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That's into the hands of Singletary. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Cake? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Gano's point after is good. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Detroit getting its offense set for their second try. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Goff setting the throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Goff on 3rd. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. The Lions readying for the punt. Gunnar Olszewski will return it for the Giants. Ooh, and this is a worm burner. He didn't hit this one well. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Giants football. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Lock in the cage. Lock in.
Second down run by Singletary. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Okay, here we go. Up, go.
On first down, this is Singletary. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. First throw for the backup now. Throwing the out route complete. And that will not be enough for a first down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go.
Locked down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that brings up 4th and short. Locke looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Amik Robertson takes it away. 30. He's at the 10. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. And he tried to finesse that one far too much. It doesn't come close to the landing zone, so set this drive up at the 40. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Go!
Lock. Cut out left. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Let's go now.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Pickup of 2 here. And it's good enough for a New York first down. They're going play action. Finds a man right side. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense to the line for second down. A handoff to Tracy. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him a yard back on the play. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, opening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Lions will go on offense.
Come on.
They'll run here on first down. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
Let's go now.
Back-to-back carries here. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Set.
Back to the well again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Giants using their first timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. To throw his hooker. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Jack Fox on the punt. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Not a great result. Well, for the punt team at least, this one down just inside their 40. Now here comes the New York offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That one's complete, right side. And they get this down to the 28. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Giants will have a first down. Here's Locke to the air. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. 2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. Set.
From the 21. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Here's Locke. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And he gets it back. Oh, there's still a shot at the first. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Trying again following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw. Quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Graham Gano and the Giants field goal unit out. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. The kick by Gonzalez is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that made. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Gano ready to send this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Trying for the deep ball. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. So we've reached the half of this preseason. Well, the teams are ready, the fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. Time now for the bottom half of the roster to make an impact, Brock. Our preseason opener underway in half number 2. This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40.
Kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, and they go right back to it. Great run here. He's across the 35. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 32.
To throw, here's Locke. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Let's go now.
From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
That's another New York Giants.
The give to Tracy up the middle. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Give him 4 on that play. So now they've got 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Tracy goes up and over for the touchdown. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game. send this away. He fields it from the 8. And look at this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. He's got Smith. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. And we've got a stoppage here, and it's something you never want to see, especially in the preseason. One of their star players banged up with an injury after that play. Now here's Hooker. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Setting up the screen. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be 2nd down. Hooker set to pass. Touchdown, Detroit. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the 2nd half. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Isaiah McKenzie now to return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Locked to throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Let's go.
They go play action on 1st. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Hauled in left side. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Up from the secondary, and is raked straw on the tackle. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throwing his lock. Complete over the middle. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Giants are set to punt. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. Got 49 on his 1st punt. This one looks even longer. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return and gets it back to the 20. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be their football. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Come on. Hey, ready?
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
Check. Let's go now.
They give it to him again. A 1-yard gain on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Here we go. Check.
This time it's a passing play. Caught, nice gain left side. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down.
Ready?
Here's Hooker. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up.
Here we go.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And not much on the run, but he does get across the 25. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Lock. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he'll get it up to the 44. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Locked down. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants up by 4. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Let's go now.
This is Tracy. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Tracy once more. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, Right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
So the Giants come away with the win. And they're off to a good start in the preseason, Brock. Seen a lot of players fighting together.